end. Om Jnana Timirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshur Unmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Svapitam Yena Bhutale Svayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Svapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Guru Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatan Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvetam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Dehivam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakan Vitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kantarada Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Brindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. We're going to start with Bhagavad Gita chapter 2, text 46. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
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 Jai. Yavanartha udapane sarvata sampludake tavan sarveshu vedeshu brahmanasya vijanata. All purposes that are served by the small pond can at once be served by the great reservoirs of water. Similarly, all the purposes of the Vedas can be served to one who knows the purpose behind them. Purport. The rituals and sacrifice mentioned in the Karma Kanda division of the Vedic literature are to encourage gradual development of self-realization, and the purpose of self-realization is clearly stated in the 15th chapter of Bhagavad Gita 15:15. The purpose of studying the Vedas is to know Lord Krishna, the primeval cause of everything. So self-realization means understanding Krishna and one's eternal relationship with him. The relationship of the living entities with Krishna are also mentioned in the 15th chapter of the Bhagavad Gita. The living entities are parts and parcels of Krishna. Therefore, revival of Krishna consciousness by the individual living entity is the highest perfectional stage of Vedic knowledge. This is confirmed in the Srimad Bhagavatam 3:33-7 as follows. Aho bata svapachoto gariyan yaj jivagre vartate namatubhyam te pustapasche juhuvus shashnurarya brahmanuchur nama grihanatiyete. O my Lord, a person who is chanting your holy name, although born of a low family like that of a Chandala, dog-eater, is situated on the highest platform of self-realization. Such a person must have performed all kinds of penances and sacrifices according to Vedic rituals and studied the Vedic literatures many, many times after taking his bath in all the holy places of pilgrimage. Such a person is considered to be the best of the Aryan family. So one must be intelligent enough to understand the purpose of the Vedas without being attached to the rituals only, and must not desire to be elevated to the heavenly kingdoms for a better quality of sense gratification. It is not possible for the common man in this age to follow all the rules and regulations of the Vedic rituals and the injunctions of the Vedantas and the Upanishads. It requires much time, energy, knowledge, and resources to execute the purposes of the Vedas. This is hardly possible in this age. The best purpose of Vedic culture is served, however, by chanting the holy name of the Lord as recommended by Lord Chaitanya, the deliverer of all fallen souls. When Lord Chaitanya was asked by a great Vedic scholar, Prasakananda Saraswati, why he, the Lord, was chanting the holy name of the Lord like a sentimentalist instead of studying Vedanta philosophy, the Lord replied that his spiritual master found him to be a great fool, and thus he asked him to chant the holy name of Lord Krishna. And he did so, and became ecstatic like a madman. In this age of Kali, most of the population is foolish and not adequately educated to understand the Vedanta philosophy. The best purpose of Vedanta philosophy is served by inoffensively chanting the holy name of the Lord. Vedanta is the last word in Vedic wisdom, and the author and knower of the Vedanta philosophy is Lord Krishna. The highest Vedantist is the great soul who takes pleasure in chanting the holy name of the Lord. This is the ultimate purpose of all Vedic mysticism. End of purport. A couple of things came to mind here. First of all, there is a verse. Let's see. What is that? I'm trying to remember. There was something that is in Brahmavadi philosophy that actually does point to chanting the holy names of the Lord.
What's Brahmavadi?
Brahmavadi is like it's the philosophy within Sanatana Dharma that it's ultimately the impersonalist aspect of Krishna. Merging, yeah. Okay. Exactly.
Becoming one with God.
Is it part of the Vedas or the Upanishads or anything like that, or is it separate?
It's part of it.
I mean, I think it's the one that starts with Bhaja Govindam, Govinda Bhaja Muthamate. Wasn't it Sankaracharya? Yeah. So he said that, and he was supposed to represent, I think, the Brahmavadi aspect of the philosophy, but he was the one actually saying, just chant Govinda's name.
But it's interesting too, because he was a incarnation of Lord Shiva.
Exactly.
And he was doing the work for Vaishnavas.
Yeah, and this is another instance of people who study Sanatana Dharma. Some people think Shiva is who we should be praying to, and other people, we think Krishna is who we should be praying to. And there are some, of course, that think let's just pray and chant to all of them indiscriminately. Right. And it's, but we see the instances in which Shiva is worshiping Krishna. This is one of the instances. The other one is where Shiva asks to join the Ras dance. So, and he becomes Gopeshwar Mahadev, and he's like the guardian of the Rasa dance.
He's not allowed to join the dance, though. He's given the job to stand guard at the gate.
Right.
He tried to disguise himself as a gopi.
Yeah.
Right. They said he had the cobra around his neck.
Right. There's a very nice picture that somebody made within a year ago. It's really adorable. It's I posted it on my Instagram page. Yeah, if you scroll down a little bit, you
What's
can find
it. What's your Instagram? I'm not on
it. It's my legal name.
Okay.
Yeah, Sai Sharp. Yeah.
Okay.
But there's
and
a lot
of. What is it?
It's a picture of Shiva as a gopi. Yeah.
This guy.
And he's in his sari, or her sari is basically like that animal skin.
Right.
It's got the same design of the animal skin.
When you go to Vrindavan, you'll see the darshan of Gopeshwar Mahadev. It's Shiva Lingam, with the yoni also, traditional Shiva temple. But they dress her up with the nose ring. They put the bindu here. They put the cloth over the top of Bolinath, over the top of the lingam.
Right.
They put the what do you call it? The top of the sari, and dress her like that.
Mm-hmm.
Him, her.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
See.
Exactly.
Start of.
Start of some stuff over
It's
there.
been going on forever, right?
Yes,
Mm.
sure has.
I was told by some older Vaishnavas too that if you want, before you enter into the Dham, always in Vrindavan and Mayapur, Shiva Lingam is there, on the
Shiva Lingam.
perimeter. and it's very important to approach the Lord Shiva and pray for entrance into the Dham, which doesn't mean just putting your feet in there, but actually having like the spiritual vision to like be there and understand something about what's going on there.
I heard that on Wisdom of the Sages, that you have to pray to Shiva to enter.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, one other impression that I got was that, you know, okay, it's telling us that it's the essence of the Vedas, and it's like beyond rituals. And I don't know, one impression that came into my mind is basically how Jesus basically said to just go beyond rituals and just go by the essence. He made 2 commandments. So in that same way, Krishna is telling us that okay, there are rituals, but and those rituals are all well and good, but here's what you do to really get to the source. And
the rituals can be conducted without any feeling too, you know?
Right.
People get too much into the mechanics of how everything has to be perfect, you know?
Like, is it true that like in ISKCON temples, they never chant Shiva, anything?
No.
Never.
I've never heard that before. I mean, like, I've heard some of my godbrothers sing Shiva, 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 Shambhu, like as a kirtan, but they don't really.
In
I've
a
never
temple,
heard
though?
No, not in a temple.
You cannot, like, isn't that...
That would actually make Lord Shiva feel shy and disappointed,
right?
Because he worships Krishna.
Right.
Right.
He wouldn't want that.
Right. It would.
According to
it would
Vaishnavas,
be like
he's like a servant of Krishna, so
right.
That
So
would
if
be
you're
like weird mood or whatever. You know?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What's it called? Like it's called something when you do. God, I can't think. My mind is burnt. All right.
Let me see. I guess. Anyone else have any more comments?
In the beginning, they said the rituals and sacrifices mentioned in the Karma Kanda, division of the Vedic literature. What does that mean, Karma Kanda?
Without researching, I would say it probably has something to do with karma yoga.
I have some idea, which is basically worship with the idea that I'm praying for a specific result. Like, I'm conducting this austerity so I can get a baby. I'm conducting this austerity so I can get rich.
Okay.
It's very formulaic and, what's the word? Calculating in a way. It's trying to do a business deal with God.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, people that actually practice that would probably be offended that I just put it so bluntly.
Right.
They have their own nuance with it.
Right.
But that's basically what it is.
That sounds
Absolutely.
right.
No, that's I just Googled it. That's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what I have been learning is that it's not about the technical rituals. It's all Krishna is right.
I mean, if we stop at the
Understand
rituals,
your intention, your heart.
yeah. I mean, if we get caught up in the rituals and do them just to like get something, you know, we're ultimately it's for a purpose to get something.
Right.
So if we keep doing that, we're just going to stay attached here. We're not really going to be going anywhere. But we might take birth, you know, like in a Sanatan Dharma family or just...
Right, it's not lost.
Right, it's definitely not lost, but, you know, we're still going to be here.
Yeah. Also, you got to think, even in our human relationships with people, if we show up the same way and talk the same way and respond the same way every time, we're going to get bored. And it's going to seem like not very much like we want to...
Robotic.
It doesn't feel loving even. And it's the same with our relationship with Krishna. You know, it can be spontaneous to a certain degree.
Right.
But people tell you in the beginning you shouldn't be like that because they want you to practice the ritual for a while. So you get the structure to build upon instead of just thinking, oh, I could just do whatever I want, because then you might make some mistake if you don't actually understand the essence of it.
Exactly.
You know, so it's a little tricky, but nobody can tell you whether you're qualified or not. That's something you got to know in your own heart.
Yeah, I feel that.
Yeah.
I was listening to something that said, I think it might have been Wisdom of the Sages again. The minute you find yourself saying, I have to chant my rounds, it's like, you should be, I want to chant my rounds, right? Like, but when you get into that, this is something I have to do, it loses its like love and devotion towards Krishna, because it's like a task that you have to get through instead of something that you feel you want to or need to do.
Mm.
That's true, but sometimes you do have to make yourself in the beginning before you have a taste.
Like
Get
that
the taste for it, you're just like, oh, I have to do it. But in the beginning, almost for everybody, they have to make themselves
It feels
do it.
that way.
Yeah. I mean, for example, when you start out, a guru will typically tell you to chant 16 rounds.
Right.
And it's gonna be like a chore for most people.
Right.
I can tell you, like, when I went to Vrindavan last year, I was routinely chanting about 48 rounds a day. It's like when you get the taste, it's there. You can have it, but you have to start somewhere. Exactly.
Yeah, they all say the same thing, which is basically just pick a certain amount and make yourself do it every day.
Right.
Even if it's one round.
Wasn't it like originally 60? What was
Yeah,
it?
64.
Yeah.
64.
It takes like 6 hours at least.
Yeah.
And it has to be done consecutively?
No, you can split it up throughout the day.
You can always split it up.
But I know someone personally, one of my best friends, that's been maintaining that now for like 6 months.
64?
Wow.
Yeah, but she doesn't have a job or anything really, so.
Yeah, how kind like.
But yeah, she's definitely. I mean, she's a lot different. She got herself into a different mindset for sure.
Really, you see the change in the 6 months.
But it doesn't always stay fixed like that. It goes up and down for a while.
Yeah.
But, I mean, originally after a couple months when she was doing that, it was so powerful. The way she was speaking with me and talking with me and her realizations, and it was really quite something.
Wow.
So they say that Maya can't get through, can't get through to you when you maintain that. You can't be affected by it anymore.
There is an example of that. So the Haridas Thakur, have you all heard of Haridas Thakur? So he's what they call the Nama Acharya. He's the Acharya, the guru of the holy name, basically. And he was the one who, when he was chanting, he was born into a Muslim family. He kept chanting, and I believe he's an incarnation of Prahlad Maharaj. And he would go through all the marketplaces. I mean, the Muslims contacted, the Muslim authorities in India captured him, and they punished him for this because, of course, not only they didn't want people chanting the holy name, they didn't want someone who was born Muslim doing it. So they beat him up in like 26 marketplaces, and he was happy the whole time because he kept chanting, and he was not affected. At some point, they had to dump him in the Ganga River, and but he was okay. He got it. He was perfectly fine. In fact, I think even his captors were kind of creeped out by him looking happy.
Yeah.
And but anyway, I think a woman came to him. They sent a woman after him to discredit him, and she claimed that she wanted to be with him, and he said, "Okay, I'll fulfill your desires when I finish chanting." And she was sitting with him chanting, and then, of course, at some point, she was purified just by hearing him chanting. So she, what do you call it?
Became his disciple.
Exactly. She became his disciple. But then later on, Maya Devi herself came to him. And she could not even, and of course, she's the most beautiful manifestation in the material world. And even with her, imagine, the most beautiful woman in the world today, to the Googleplex, 10 to the whatever, 100th, whatever power. So, but still she could not tempt him. And that's because of the protection, the power of the holy name.
A force field.
Yeah, exactly.
It's an impenetrable force field, really, once you get to that point.
On another note, would you guys one day show me, I don't know if you're interested, but I would like to at least learn how to offer like incense.
Sure.
Because I do it
Mhm.
every day, but I don't, I don't know how to really do it.
Like
I'm
a
just doing it.
prayer along with your offering, or
Yeah, like what,
Well, technically, there's a certain amount of times.
yeah,
you
the
put it
certain
around a
amount of
circle, like-
times, and
Yeah.
I think you're supposed to be ringing a bell, right?
Yeah.
Are you supposed to be saying anything at the while you're doing it, or just ringing the bell?
You
And
can.
I would like to see like that, how to offer even the flower, the incense, water without having, because the whole puja, I don't know if that would be.
Did you get it? Did you get Garnita?
No, I didn't. But I have my Krishna, Radha. It's more like a picture. And I have a little tiny Krishna deity. But I do want to get that. And yes, I will.
to get what? I didn't hear.
The Gornitai
It's,
deities.
once you understand what's behind it, it's very natural. Although it seems like kind of very specific and like you have to remember this and that. But once you have the relationship with them as a person, it's very natural. Get them up in the morning like you would get up your child.
Right.
Give them a bath. Get them dressed. Give them something to eat. You know.
Right. So you could do it just like that without even saying
You
anything?
can meditate the whole thing.
Right.
Even if you don't have the bell and the incense. I mean, that's not super advocated by
Right.
our teachers, but I learned that from Amma. Like, there's that Manasa Puja. You can just meditate
Yeah.
the whole thing. Yeah.
I was on the website looking to get the what are they called? They're not actually called deities. What are they called?
Mortis.
Mortis.
Mhm.
And everything that, like, all the accessories that you can buy for them.
Yeah,
I was
so
like
cute.
feeling like a little girl, like, having your
It's really fun.
yeah. But for now, I kind of just I want to do it more. I want to offer the incense more. I can't think of the word. I mean,
Do
it's
you
not.
need a bell?
I have to get a bell.
I have a
don't-
bell for you. I have two, so you can have one.
It doesn't have to be an Indian bell.
Yeah.
Even if you've got one that old ladies use to call
Yeah.
the maid to that side of the bed,
Yeah.
it's fine, Yeah,
Aw.
Thank you.
there you go.
I have two.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
But you're just ringing and
You
and
use
so
your right hand for the incense and your left hand for the bell.
okay, 8 times.
I think it's 8 around the head, 6 around the middle, and
Oh, see, I was just going 8 times.
you can. I mean,
And-
I actually don't even know.
Yeah. Okay. And anything.
I just do
That's
what I
actually
want.
very surprising to me
So
that you just said
and
that.
if
She
you
knows
bring,
everything.
water or
Yeah, you
a
can
flower,
get some
same
little-
thing.
It's good. I can show you this thing. It's a little copper pot with a spoon.
Okay.
It's good to have there.
All right.
So then, that you can. We're taught. You don't need to be initiated to learn this. We can teach you this. Put your finger down in the pot of water, just from the sink. Chant this mantra to call the holy rivers like Ganga and Yamuna into the pot.
Mm-hmm.
Close your eyes briefly with your hand over the top. Then you have Ganga water. That's the
Okay.
mantra to make Ganga water. And then, when you offer the incense, just put a little drop of water on the incense. Just to purify the offering
Okay.
with the Ganga gel. Yourself. I mean, I sprinkle my own head before I
Okay.
even start doing anything, and then I wash my hands with it, and then I start doing it. If
Okay.
you want to get into that, you
Right,
can.
right. So you do that like before any offering, like if I want to pick a flower and bring it to.
Yeah, you
my-
can, if you feel called to do that. It's a nice thing to sort of, I don't know, set the tone for the worship, or
Yeah.
out of respect, to them, to purify the offering
Right.
before you give it to them or something.
Okay. Well, maybe we could do it together. one
I
day.
would like that.
Yeah.
Can you practice that?
I mean, honestly, if you wanted to learn how to do it right, I would have to study to teach
No,
you.
no,
'cause
I
want to do it
don't,
right.
I see, I'm not hung up on all that, I just wanna know.
You want to have an idea.
Yeah, and then put my own
Yeah,
self into it, you know? Just to watch it and understand
yeah,
a little bit what to do.
yeah. I mean, there's definitely like set elements to the worship process that involve the incense, the flowers, taking the shell and giving them a bath. You put the small conch shell,
Uh-huh,
you put water in there, and then you put it a certain amount of times around their head, and that gives them a bath. Then you pick up the little cloth and then you dry them off with a towel, just by doing this. You know, you
Yeah.
don't actually have to pick them up and do this. You
Right,
just
right.
do this.
okay,
And then after they take their bath, they get their clothes, their perfume,
so that's the
flowers, their
oils,
incense.
okay.
Then they
Offering.
get some.
Okay, so,
Yeah.
alright. Oh, I think
Yeah.
that's,
I mean,
I
you
love,
can get really elaborate with it, or you can just keep it really simple.
yeah,
I mean, for me, I like to at least offer the food when I can, because that helps me too, to have prasad, rather than just be like, oh, I'm tired and hungry, I'm just gonna make myself a peanut butter sandwich.
right,
Right.
Yeah.
okay. Well,
It's
maybe we could do that one day, one
Yeah,
morning.
I think that would be, so Maha had done something here like 2 years ago. And it was that, it was just, puja. And, I think I have all the notes, cause she did a handout.
Ah,
So I'm gonna look for that also for you.
okay, thank you.
Yeah, while you were talking, I was thinking, I don't know where those are, but I definitely have them. I think we're gonna have to end, cause we have
Okay.
like 11 people signed up.